Traders, I'm looking at the pound dollar. I'm going to start off with a weekly time frame. This is trading into, well, see this value area. Have a look above. We've got this candle wick here. If we pull that through, this is a fairly significant resistance level, right? So it's traded through this level here. So it's taken out any buy stops that are sitting up in there. And you can see the reaction as it trades into this level, hits these buy stops, and it caused this to pull right back down into these level here. And now we've had another move, right? So I'm always looking at previous highs for a potential liquidity pool. And from what I can see, I mean, it's trading into this high over here at the moment, hitting whatever liquidity sitting up through this level. So that's one thing. And the other thing is, what's the target? Let's just go out to a monthly time frame and look at it from, well, we'll get a bigger picture. Big money gets involved, in the higher time frame. And currently big money is behind this, okay? So they're invested long. Have a look at this high over here, this monthly high. All right, so let's just mark that up and then go down the time frame. So this would be, in my opinion, a draw on liquidity above here, a target for this expansion to the upside. All right, so we've got the highs over here above, above this wick, above this candle here. Okay, so it's pushed through that with a vengeance, and I'm thinking the next port of call is going to be up in here. The other thing to note is the fact that this is fairly overextended. All right, if we have a look at this from this point of view, okay, well, there's kind of a measured move there, but I think at some stage we're going to see this reverse. And if we look at this accumulation range and pull a Fibonacci, I'm looking at a possibility that, I mean, this is the bigger picture. It's a monthly time frame, but this has to trade back down into equilibrium at some stage from an accumulation range level like this on this time frame, right? So this is big accumulation through here. Look how they work the level, and then it pushes off with a vengeance. They're going to unload somewhere, and it wouldn't surprise me that, have a look at this here, this bearish order block, this green candle trading right into it, right? So we're trading into a monthly order block, liquidity above these levels. So I'd be a little bit careful. And in saying that, I mean, that's the big picture. Let's just go down the time frames and we'll look at some opportunities and we'll look at a possible trade idea. Again, weekly, okay, it's taken out these highs here. Next port of call is going to be up in here, this monthly level here. Right, so that's where I think this is targeting. And on this time frame, you get, I mean, it's a trend: low, high, retrace. Okay, expansion, retrace, expansion, retrace, expansion, retrace, expansion. Right, I don't see the retrace yet. So that's what I'm, I guess, wanting to point out in this video, that it's potentially going to look to pull back at some stage. Anyway, we've got a weekly accumulation range through here. We'll just mark that up, 1W. This is liquidity. It's a liquidity pool, I'd say. Well, we know that it's trading into that. Let's go down to the daily. What have we got here? Okay, so we've got this accumulation range on the weekly back in through here. And, well, I mean, okay, these highs. It's the same target, this monthly target. So on the daily time frame, same thing. I'm always looking at, if it's a green trend, for example, look at the last red candle. All right, so we've got this daily order block, well, daily accumulation, I would say, range. So we could mark that up. We've got this weekly and nested daily and weekly range through here. So this is a big support level. Marking it up on the chart, so when we go down the time frames, we've got a bit of a roadmap. So that's that. This high here would be worthwhile noting. Right, this is a previous daily high. That would be something to consider. And it happens to coincide with, if we grab the fib, from the low of this accumulation range to the current high. See this 50%? This is equilibrium. This is 50% of this price swing. And down under here is the discounted. Now, big money is only interested in accumulating at a discount. A pullback down in here, to me, makes a lot of sense. So I don't really want to get involved long at the current level. Let's just have a look at a 4-hour chart, and then I want to show you something else. On the 4H, see, you know, it just depends on the time frame you want to trade. See here, we look low, high, okay, retrace, expansion, retrace, expansion. Well, it hasn't really fully kind of, okay. So it's kind of hovering around here, guys. It's traded up. You know, I really think a pullback is the thing. And I guess for me, again, like if I'm going to get involved on this time frame, it has to be swing low to swing high equilibrium down in here, right? So consider the higher time frame, a daily time frame equilibrium would be down in here. And if you want to trade it on the 4-hour, you know, go for a lower time frame, well, you know, a pullback down into here, it's fairly close, isn't it? I mean, that's my buy zone. Guys, bear with me. I've just got to do something very quickly. It'll take 5 seconds. I've just got to sort something out. That's done. All right, I'm back. Yeah. All right. So, you know, I'm thinking this area here down to the 50, all right, and Fibonacci up to this low, 50 to 61.8, right? So this area would be my buy zone in here, something like that. I would call that a buy zone. Let's just see if I've got that. BUY, do I have it? No, I don't. Entry, there you go. Look at that. Entry zone. There you are. There you are. Okay. So that's how I'm seeing the chart and the kind of opportunity that I'm considering at the moment. You know, where are you going to place your stop loss? Look, seriously, guys, this thing can turn around on you. I mean, we get a trend, you know, and you can enter on the pullback, but at some stage it's going to do that to you. So the question is, you know, where is it going to do that? Now it's trading up into resistance. So it's, you know, like this monthly, I think I wouldn't want to, you know, it could possibly roll over at that point. So for me, I would look for a buy around my buy zone. Look, I mean, happy to set up a pending, something like that. That's about a 1.7, yeah, tight stop. There's a 2R. That's with a fairly tight stop. But, I mean, you know, the volatility with this thing can be pretty brutal. Then what? No, 1.76 if you go for that. And that's pushing through this monthly high. So, yeah, look, I'm just really not seeing the opportunity that I want with this. It'd have to be a fairly tight stop, 2R, something like that. And, you know, I would commit to the risk, right? So trade conservatively and, yeah, don't overdo it. But, you know, that would be a consideration. And understand at some stage this can roll over. You know, look, it's fairly long in the tooth. Look at it. We've got this run here. Now, the other thing to look at, let's just open up this multi-chart layout. I've got a couple of things here. All right, here we are. Look, down on the left, I've got the British pound currency index. On the right, I've got the US dollar currency index. Look how range bound this thing is over here. You know, everything hinges off the dollar. The pound is definitely, let's just open these up and get a bit of an individual perspective here on the currencies. So for me, I'm thinking low, high, you know, I don't know, low, high, and then low, high. So I'm thinking possibly a pullback makes sense to me with this chart. That makes sense, all right? So I'm thinking, okay, we could see it drop. Now, the dollar index, oh, okay. Guys, it's not really giving me any direction. It could be bullish. It could be bullish. Let's just have a look at this on the daily. Could be, okay. Let's just have a look at it from a trend perspective. You know, look, here's the thing. If it was trending like this, it'd be such an easy call, but it's not. This thing, it's range bound through here. So what's it doing? All right, there's a trend. There's a break of structure. There's a trend, all right, and a break of structure. See what I'm getting at? A bit of a trend. Bullish, break of structure. Right? So we have this break of structure, a bearish break of structure there, BOS. However, you know, it's range bound. It's basically range bound. There it is. There's the range. All right, it's not giving me anything at all. Let's have a look at it on the 4H, see if we can get some clues. Okay, it's starting to, but, you know, I wouldn't, there's no break of market structure. The only thing that I'm seeing on the 4-hour, well, I mean, there is. There's a shift in structure. There's not a real break of structure, right? At the moment, okay, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, but is it doing that? So it's quite precarious at the moment, guys. This is not giving me anything to go with, to be honest. You know, so trading the dollar pairs would be a bit risky until we see this look, if it does something like that, then you know you've got something to go with. Or, if it trades bullish, right? Either way, bullish or bearish. So all I can say is this is range bound. The pound is bullish with a possible pullback. This could trade, the dollar could trade in any direction. We have a look at the we've got a news event. We've got some events coming out a bit later on today. So have a look at the calendar. I can't shift gears with this because it will muck up my video. Have a look at the calendar. We have a US dollar event that could have an impact. So, if it supports a strong dollar, be careful. If it supports a weak dollar, then there's a buy. So I would probably go off tonight's calendar event and go for a shorter time frame day trade, something like that at this point. So I'm thinking if we see the dollar weaken, the data release supports a weak dollar, then I would be looking to buy the pound dollar. Otherwise, I would stay out of it, guys. So that's my take on the pound dollar. I hope you gained something, and I'd love your comment. Definitely comment below. With that, I hope you have a great day. Safe trading. See you on the next one. I'll take that out because we don't know what's going to happen yet. Okay, depending on the data release tonight. Okay, take care. See you in the next video.